My fave doctor in the world, yai. Hey doc.
Yo, how's it going, man? Pole cube, nice one, man.
First liker, I want my cookie, lol, emoji red heart. Sup doc. Much love. Big like.
Yo, thanks. I appreciate it, man.
I've really been having a lot of fun with this game as of late.
Oh yeah, Drewski, this thing's a fucking blast, you know, doing silly shit like this. Yeah, hit me up anytime you need an extra one. I mean, I kind of do stupid shit like this. I win from time to time. I was hoping I was going to give away the positions all these motherfuckers down here by them shooting at me. I got 3 guys on the ground down there.
For sure. I've been getting a fair share of chicken dinners.
Yeah, I ain't been doing too bad either. I guess there's a lot of new people on it where I think it just was free last week or something. Oh, I'm getting ready to crash. Oh, shit. I can't, I was going to ping somebody at least. I can't see him shooting the shit out of me. Oh, that's hardcore shit.
They gave it out for free totally now.
Should have been a long time ago, really. Somehow,
It is a free to play now, said PPLS who bought it got a double L.
I have to read that one.
Once free on PSN, now free entirely LOL.
Yeah, I was going to say I paid for it before it was ever even free on PSN. Which it didn't matter. My kids like to play it a lot. I actually bought it for PC too. You get a lot of fun out of it. See if I can get it to the bridge. Come on.
Damn.
Oh, look at these flying skills. Oh. Got in the bridge. Oh shit, it's gonna blow. Damn it, I ain't got no fucking health. That just screwed me all up.
Glider Pro.
You got 500 hours of flight time in that thing at least. Hopefully they drop this right here to me. That'd be great. Shit. Might have a shot at getting this fucking thing.
You're just trying to see up your own skirt, lol.
Oh! He's got like track shorts on under or something. Oh, I'm looking at the wrong thing. Where the hell did that go? Damn. Where in the hell did he drop it? Out in the water? Oh, it ain't hit the ground yet. Oh, look at that. That's good timing. Hopefully there's health. If not, I'm going to get fucked up by this blue shit. That's not looking good. You got adrenaline, friends. Let's hope it does it. Put it in you.
Yeah, adrenaline.
Oh, damn. Is that guy near me? Let me see here. No. He's not going to make it. I seen something go right in front of my scope as soon as I dropped it. There he is. Damn, that's a loud gun. Telling myself to run. I think he was getting ready to fight somebody. Oh, damn it. Oh, God. Thought I was on the edge. Damn it, I'm going to get the shit shot out of me right here. Oh, there he is. I need some damn cover, please. Oh, you bastard. Boom, got him. Didn't expect me to have that Groza, did he? Smoked his ass.
Nice. GG's.
Thanks, man. I think I deserve a beer after that one. This is the first game of the day. Had some glider moves and pulled off a win. You can't beat that.
Lol agreed. I think I left that in the freezer too long.
Uy.
Shit, I'm scared of the dark.
What it do? What it do? I'm following you, Mr. Hector. Hector, where we going, Heck?
Emoji sweat droplets.
Shit, there's a lot of food standing right here, Hector. A lot of dudes coming where we're at. What the fuck? There's no guns around here? Oh shit. God damn it. He's right in front of me, guys. He's in this building. Right in front of me. Right in front of you three. Right in front of you three.
Where?
Right inside that building right here, next to you guys. Right there in front. Right there. Right there. Did you get him? I don't even got a gun, bro. I need a gun. We're inside. All right, thank you. 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 You got a bandage? Drop these right here. Bitch. I think you're just gonna come get me. There you go. Thank you. You got her. Need a better gun. Get her. Get her. Get her, guys. Right here. How do I kill her? Right here. Number two. Right behind you. Number two. Right here. Never mind. Come on. Let me loot her.
Oh.
I need some bandages, bro. Come on, give me a bandage somewhere. God damn it. Ah, son of a bitch. What are you doing, Mom?
Voy a hacer los petacones.
brew.
Well, that sucked. Yo, who's in the chat? Yo, Jelly. Oh, I just went through a lot of bullshit to... yeah, to fucking die. Oh, man.
Send me a chat invite, yo.
Alright, you in here, man?
Hello?
Go.
Can you hear me now?
Yeah, I can hear you.
Whoop, copy that.
Yeah, I was all by
Hey,
myself
Elka.
in that lobby, and I was like, well, I'll do some crazy shit since everybody quit. I mean,
Yeah,
usually I do crazy shit anyway, but...
well, I saw you driving a four-wheeler thingy, and then you're like, fuck that, there's a bike. And then I'm guessing you were like, oh, the area is shrinking. Get to the place, and then you did a flip-de-doo. Wah, wah, wah.
I was hoping I'd land it and just be cool as shit, but I feel like I should have either had enough air or that motorcycle should have been able to take the jump. It shouldn't have endoed like that. I don't know how it did a front flip.
Oh, game physics.
And I crashed through a guardrail. I don't know if you've seen that part.
Yes, I did. I thought that
I
was
just
on
like
purpose.
slid right in between two of the pillars or something.
I thought that was on purpose.
Okay, it was.
Okay. Have you played a game called Lollipop Chainsaw?
Oh yeah.
Well, I've always seen it. I never played it, and I got to play it today. And a friend of mine let me borrow their Xbox 360
That's exactly how I
just so
played it.
just so I can fucking play it some more. Oh my God, I'm in love with it. And they were like, "Oh my gosh, she sounds like you." So I'm like, I gotta figure out like I gotta buy like a Legato or something to like stream it.
Yeah, I know. You don't know how many
It's like,
times I've wanted to stream that game, Jelly. And there's no way for me to do it from PlayStation.
no, no, it's a sad. Is it even? Can you even get it on PlayStation?
No, you can't.
I think it was like a PS2 thing. Yeah,
No, I don't even think it was on PS2.
I don't even know, but I played some today, and I think it's so cool that I get to wear like my boyfriend's head on my hip and shit. That's so cool.
Yeah.
Hell yeah.
No, I'm gonna tell you, I played that game all the way through probably 2 or 3 times just to make sure I did everything.
That is a cool game.
I'll tell
Hell
you, you want
yeah.
to hear how I ended up playing that fun game?
Hmm.
I had a cousin who was going into the boot camp, right?
Okay.
And one time, he's not somebody that you got to do 5 things for him before he does one thing for you, right?
Okay.
But anyways, long story short, I think the last system I'd let him borrow for like a whole summer when he was a kid was like Dreamcast, maybe even PlayStation 1 and 2, right?
Right.
And he was going into boot camp, and I said, dude, I take care of the certain systems, or yours I will. PlayStations I treat them like shit, but all the rest of them I treat pretty good.
Yeah.
And he's like, all right, I'll leave it with you while I'm in boot camp. And, well, then my sister, I said something. I was like, yeah, I got a 360. I said, I've been playing Resident Evil 5. It's the only game I got. And she's like, oh, I got one you'll like. And she brought me Lollipop Chainsaw.
Hell yeah.
The only game
Hell
she
yeah.
brought me.
You'll have fun with this. It's fine.
Yep. And I did. I played the shit out of that thing.
But I gotta figure out how to stream it because I want to stream it so bad. Because how funny would it be if I could like add more voice lines to it? You know what I mean? Make her talk shit. Because their voices are very similar, actually.
I
I
guarantee
thought
you
that'd
it
be a
would
cool
get
idea.
good views. I guarantee it would.
Hell yeah, that'd be dope. Oh, I want to play it so bad. I'm gonna get like strucken down, but I gotta stream that game before I hit 1,000 subscribers. I mean, I ain't trying, but at the same time, things happen. Might get it one day, but I gotta do that before I get monetized because my channel will get taken down. And the fan service. Oh, the fan service. It's mwah. Beautiful.
Now, mind you, I ain't played it in, God, since it came out. I bet you
It's an
haven't
old
played
game.
it. Yeah, I haven't played it since
It's
it
like
came
10
out.
years. Like 10 years, but oh, it is awesome. Oh, it is awesome. But it's funny because the opening thing, I was watching like the opening credit, not the opening credits, but the opening cutscenes and stuff. And I love how they mentioned that she's 18. I'm like, she's legal. She's legal.
Well, it was an
Go.
American game, because it's got everything a Japanese game has got. You know what I'm saying?
Oh my goodness,
It's
there's a little
ridiculous.
part, there's a little voice line where she speaks Japanese.
Yeah.
Yeah. I got to the part, I don't know if you remember, but Sensei just died and I just upgraded my chainsaw. That's how far I got today. Because after work today, went to a friend's house and then I'm like, oh shit. oh shit. Okay, I've always wanted to play this, but I just never did. And oh, this is fucking awesome. And they're like, oh my gosh, he sounds like you. Like, I gotta figure out how to stream it. Oh yeah, I have
Yeah,
a
I
gold
think
now.
it's a game most people I
That
know haven't
game
played
needs
it.
a rematch. That game needs a remaster. Where do I sign a petition to get that game remastered? What GoFundMe, whatever the fuck, do I gotta throw money at to get that remastered?
Well, if I remember, it didn't. I mean, like I say, I haven't played it since it came out, so I might
It's
have
like
memory
it's like
bias or whatever you want to
it's
say. But
it's like it's one of those niche games, I guess. That too, like
oh,
people
I'd
who
say
are a
that.
fan
I'd
of it.
say.
Yeah, people who are a fan of it or a huge fan of it, and people who don't know about it learn about it and they want to play it. I think it's one of those like hidden gem kind of games.
Yeah, it's definitely a hidden gem. Like I say, it's got it all. It's got, if you like hack and slash, it's got that. If you like over the top jumping the shark, dialogue, just like something from a Japanese game, it's got it. If you like, what do you call it? When you
Like
objectify
fan
women,
service.
yeah,
Yep.
it's got that.
Fan service. It's got
Yeah,
fan service. You got that. You got the sly of the dirty joke.
yeah,
You got all the
all kinds of
things.
innuendos in there. Yeah.
Hells yeah. And you know what? Killing zombies, my favorite move is when you jump over a character and then you take a chainsaw and you cut them in half from the bottom up. I was like, this is awesome.
Well, hey, I got to tell you something. You talk about a remaster.
Yeah.
Uh, you know, Seven Aces. He's got the Quest VR and he got Resident Evil 4.
Yeah.
Well, there's a couple parts in the game where you're looking after the president's daughter or some shit, right?
Uh-oh.
And
Okay.
like she's going up a ladder and she's got a skirt on, and you know, pleated
Good
one,
luck.
similar to one I got on this game. And when you go up the ladder behind her, she's not all the way up the top. She fucking like stops climbing. It's like, quit looking at me, you pervert, or some shit like that.
I love how they do that.
Yeah, and there's a
I,
few other lines in that game like that. Well, when I was talking to Seven, I said, "Yeah, well, they fucked it up. They didn't do the original version." And I go, "They took a bunch of shit out." And he goes, "Well, they only took out the part where he looked up her skirt and then she hit on
that's
him at
one of
the
the best
end."
part.
Yeah, I was
Best
like, "Well,
part.
that's one of the standout points of the entire game, man." I don't know
You know
what
what
it
I
is with
mean?
some boys, you know.
She hits on. It's part of the like. Okay, she hits on him afterwards. It's kind of like, well, he's looking up her skirt, so obviously he's interested. You know, kind of character development a little bit.
Well, my point being is just like that game you were just talking about. All right, we'll make her 18. Well, now being 18 is not good enough, you know? Or being, it's not even about age now. It's just about, oh, guys shouldn't, or
Right,
girls
right.
shouldn't like guys and guys shouldn't like girls. Everybody needs to be gay now. You know what I
It's
mean?
okay. I like her. I like her. I looked up her skirt. I'm like, damn, for 360, this good graphics. Holy shit.
And I bet you're like, I would probably picked a different pair of panties.
I would have. I would have picked a lacy pair.
Don't you get to choose them on there?
I haven't gotten that
I
far, but
can't
you can
remember
like
on that one. I think you could choose their underwear.
You
But you couldn't
can
change
buy
this.
different. You can buy different outfits and stuff. You can collect outfits.
Yeah,
I
but
didn't
they're
change my
different
outfit
colored
yet.
cheerleading outfits and shit, though, right?
The one that I unlocked is like a pink crop top and Daisy Dukes.
That's right. That's right.
As long as there's butt cheek involved, I'm cool with it. It's supposed to be a sexy game. It's supposed to
Well,
be like
you just said it.
all the
It's
whistles.
a game. It's a
Mhm.
goddamn game.
And there's a rating on it for a reason. It's rated M for mature. It's got the right ratings on it. That's what ratings are fucking for. Don't let your kid play it. And if a man or a woman wants to perv out on a video game character, they're not real.
I know. I know.
Oh my goodness.
People are so strange about stuff, ain't they?
I don't feel representative or represented.
Well,
You're
that's
not
because
supposed to.
you're not.
You're not supposed to. You're not supposed to. Sorry, I don't want to play as a stay-at-home mom fucking playing Chef Mania. No, I don't want to. No. A game is supposed to give you entertainment and escapism. You get to escape into a different world that a developer made. You know what I mean?
Oh yeah. I don't
And you
feel
know
like
what?
I'm ever represented in a game, and I don't give a shit. Because I don't want to play a game about me. I
Well,
know me. That's boring. I already know how to
well,
beat it. You know, with a little bit of spit and a whole lot of work. No, I'm just kidding you. I'm just kidding.
so what are you doing, dude? Get down.
Yeah, Jilly, I think that's the only reason that game ain't been remastered.
Because it's too fucking awesome and people are too fucking sensitive.
Yeah, because I'm pretty sure it was an American game. Or
I thought
Western.
I thought it was a Japanese game ported over.
Maybe it was. Maybe it was. I can't remember now.
Because there's so many Japanesey like elements to it.
Like Aki, or not Aki, but what's that? Ana. It's
Uh,
another hack and
Osaka?
slash. No,
Ah,
Ani Haka Bagra. I
okay.
can't remember.
Yeah, yeah.
Shit,
It's
I can't remember.
Akihabara. It's
Yeah, that's it.
yeah. I've played that game where um, you're fighting vampires, and to get them to burn in the daylight, you have to take off their clothes, and to do that, you beat them up, and then you get them down to their shibbies, and then they like sizzle out of existence.
Yep, that's what
Yeah,
I'm thinking
the
of.
whole yeah,
They
the
made
whole
like
game is
5
about
of
getting them
them.
naked. Yeah, I only played like one of them. I don't remember what one I have, but I have one of them, and I had a lot of fun with it. Galgun. Galgun's another pervy game.
No,
It's more of a
actually, one you
shooter.
got to shoot your clothes off, ain't it?
Well, no, you shoot them in places, right? And then you
Oh,
get like
that's
their
right.
love meter up, and then like see they're all after you, right? But if you shoot them with this gun, like they get so overwhelmed with love, right? They just pass out.
That's
You know what I
right.
mean? So you can get through the levels and stuff. And
They come
then
to death.
yeah, and then like bosses is where you get to shoot off their clothes, and they're like, oh, senpai. Oh no, not my blouse. Oh, my titties are so full and swollen. Oh my God, what do I want to do? Oh no.
God, I
Yeah,
love Japanese games.
me too.
And you know why I love them so
They,
much? By how bad
cause
they
they're,
offend everybody in the
yes,
West.
that, and I mean, I'm a little pervy, so I like the perverted games. You know what I mean?
Yep.
So, yeah, yeah. And women like to like okay from like women like Nina Sarkeesian. Oh God, she's burning hell. Um, she complains about how women look in video games and like oh they're too sexualized or looked at as objects to men. I'm like, have you seen the guys in video games? Like Dante from Devil May Cry was fucking fine.
Oh,
Okay,
yeah.
why you bitching? Because if you keep bitching, it's gonna go the other way, and I don't get my dudes. So stop. I'll put up with the panty shots. Plus, I think it's kind of funny. Like
Well,
come
there's
on,
one
shoot
thing as
over.
old as time. No matter how they try to do whatever. I mean, up until that Resident Evil 4 remake, I thought video games and this shit with Activision was staying out of it, you know? But I
I
guess
don't
once a
know.
company gets so big, you're going to have a bunch of riffraff get jobs. You know what I mean? Because eventually you got to throw bodies at the situation. And that's where you get fucking ignorant pieces of shit who think their opinion, the world revolves around their opinion. You know what I'm talking about?
And if companies were really out for the dollar, sex sells.
Yeah.
It's marketing as old as time.
And they would never publicly comment on anything other than their product and what it offers. You
Right.
know what I'm
That
saying?
and I
That's the
don't
number
get
one
where
way
like
to run a business.
that
Talk
and
about your
okay with
product. Simple
yeah
as
when
that.
it comes to like ratings and stuff, I hear like a lot of moms complaining, oh, this is terrible. My kid plays. I'm like, look at the fucking ratings. Look what you're buying your kid. I'm sorry, my son is going to be 6 years old next month, and I will never let him play GTA 5. I won't let him play it. He's too little. He's not going to
Right.
understand. It's not for him. He can play Spider-Man or Sonic or whatever, Mario. There's shit for him to play. But a lot of these parents, they don't really game themselves. They're like, oh, what could be so bad? It's just a video game.
Well, I
If
guess
it got an M rating, it's because it's for mature audiences. A lot of it's the fucking parents' fault.
Yeah, because most parents, you know, well, I ain't going to say nothing, but I know how they are. Most of them want to shut them up and lock them away, and I don't blame them.
I do the same thing with my son. Go watch your YouTube. You know what I mean? Like, go be occupied. Mommy's busy. I gotta, like, do shit. You know what I mean? Keep some out of my hair for a little bit.
Oh, yeah.
Well, cartoons used to do the same thing before video games. I mean, there's always video games, but, like, before video games were, like, in every house. You know what I mean? Go watch cartoons. Whatever. You know? Go play with your toys. It's the same concept. That's why we give kids shit to do.
Oh, yeah. Well, I did learn something about being a child myself and then raising children.
Yeah.
The trick is, the more attention you pay to your child, the less they want to do with you, if you got the time to invest it. You know what I'm saying? Like, once I had custody of my children where there was no woman involved, you know what I'm saying? It was just me, my kids, and I had a job, right?
I've really been having a lot of fun with this game as of late.
Okay.
Skipping some comments. GG's.
Yeah, they're like, oh, well, that, you know.
Hold on one second, Jelly. My robot bitch went nuts on my fucking stream here. Okay, I think she's done now. All right, what was you saying?
I was thinking, like, they weren't living with you before because, you know, staying with mom and stuff. You know, going over to dad's on weekends was fun. It was something, like, to get away, right? Well, then they're staying with you all the time. Well, fuck. You know what I mean?
Nah, that's
all
not
the
how it
time?
works for me. Now, it was literally, they lived with me every day since they were born. Then we split up. She wanted child support, tried to run away with them for a couple months, and then I fucked her up in court, and then I got them back, and they stayed with me.
Oh, so there you go. There you go. So you don't have to go through that, but...
Because I hate to sound like one of those dickheads, but after they were born, shoo, lady. I got nothing to do with you. I got 2 boys. Go find some other guy to fuck and have kids with him. You know what I mean? Leave us alone. I don't want you fucking these kids up.
You served your purpose.
Yeah, you served your purpose. Now that's me being a misogynist, all right? Or whatever you want to call it, or a sexist. It's like, all right, I got my kids from you. Get the fuck away. No, I don't want your money. Just fuck off.
You know what's funny is beta fish are actually like that.
Well, they just want the children to get rid of the...
Yep, and if mama beta fish, like after like the deed is done and the eggs are fertilized or whatever, if she don't go the fuck away, he kills her, and then he raises babies.
Goddamn, I guess I'm a beta. What can I say?
If it fits. But yeah.
Oh, but the point being was, that's why I said I might be a little bit biased as far as video games go. Because I had my finger on the pulse. I didn't buy every game that came out. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But I was aware of everyone coming out.
I'm still that way. I'm aware of the games. I don't necessarily buy them all because, one, games are expensive.
Yeah.
And then being a kid playing video games, my parents couldn't afford the newest games all the time. I got like a video game for Christmas, and I played the fuck out of it all year long. So that's how I started. Like, I started speedrunning before I knew what speedrunning was, because I was bored. It was something fun to do. To this day, in Mario 3, I know where all 3 of the whistles are. It's like ingrained in my brain. And I was gaming in the womb. I was gaming in the womb. When I was in the womb, I heard do 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 do.
I guess one good thing about me was I was terrible at video games. Still am, but Like you
It
say.
doesn't matter if you're
I
good.
remember getting Mario Brothers. I think I played it for 8 years, and I don't think I ever did beat it. The first one.
First one's hard.
I remember
First one.
first game I bought, well, and system, was a PlayStation 1. And my neighbor, he's pretty spoiled. He's an only child, you know.
Yeah.
And his mother's like, we're going out to the mall, you know, like fucking 2 hours away. Asked me if I wanted to go, and I had some money saved up. So I'm like, yeah. I was like, I'll find some shit there I've never seen. Well, that's where I found Resident Evil, right? And it was rated mature, but they just sold it to me. Anyways.
Oh, the 90s.
Well, I'd had that game for months and hadn't beat it. Like, I'd go to school and leave it on because I didn't have a memory card.
You're like, it didn't like burn onto your TV.
I'd go to bed at night and I'd be like, all right, well. Well, back then I had a big Magnavox console TV. And anyways, point being was, I think when I finally beat it, it took me like 80 hours, like actual playtime.
But it looked like it took you like a bazillion hours because you
Yeah, it
slept it
took
on
me
all
about a
night.
bazillion hours. And I had moved away from that neighbor at the time, and I run into him. I got talking. I was like, "You remember that game Resident Evil I got when I was with y'all?" He's like, "Yeah, oh yeah." He goes, "I got it." I was like, "Well, I finally finished it," and I was like, "Man, that thing was good." I said, "But it took me like fucking 80 hours." He's like, "Yeah, I fucking beat the whole game with a knife in 7 hours," and I was like, "What the fuck?"
Double clicking.
Yeah, so
I'll be like, fuck you, you're just button mashing. That's how I win fighting games. I don't remember combos. I'm too lazy for all that, so I button mash, and that's how I win. I jump a lot and I spam a button. Normally it's like the trip button, you know?
yeah.
Yeah. I'm an asshole playing fighting games. Don't play fighting games with me because you're like, son of a bitch, stop jumping around. Yep, because that'd be me. But
The
it
only
gets me
two I
through.
got into, Mortal Kombat, the old ones, and then when it come to these newer games, well, obviously I did Tekken. But it was DOA,
I mean,
Dead or Alive
did you?
was the one I got
I was gonna
into.
say, did you play Dead or Alive? I'm pretty sure you played Dead or Alive.
Yeah, pretty much since DOA came out and it had any kind of sex appeal whatsoever, that's the only fight game I really played. But you get all
I
the
remember.
outfits, you know, you collect the outfits. I mean, why do I want to collect the outfits for guys? I don't give a shit.
Yeah, you just want all those bikinis and the lingerie sets.
Mainly the bikinis. I could give a fuck less about the lingerie.
But the lingerie was so cute and frilly, though.
Yeah, I've never been a big fan of it. I love bikinis. But
Doc Warren, itsy bitsy teeny weeny yellow polka dot bikini. Riding to work on this bike yesterday.
I'm not gonna lie, this is gonna sound crazy. And I gotta grab a beer as soon as I say it. I swear to God, I think lingerie is 100% for the woman.
No, a lot of times it's for men.
Yeah, it don't do much for me.
Okay, the point of lingerie is you wear it and you want to take it off.
Yeah.
It's saying, "Take this off me."
Okay.
That's the point.
So
of
I
lingerie.
guess I'm not supposed to like it that much. It's like, take that off. You look like shit.
Yep, and then like, look, see, there you go in your
It's
glorious
like, yeah,
birthday
you look
suit.
10 times better in your birthday suit than you did with that tablecloth or whatever the fuck Granny's dolly you were wearing around your crotch. It's like you're gonna put some cookies on that shit and some dots and some candies. What do you
Well,
call
they
them?
do.
Orange slices. That's what it reminds me of lingerie. Going to my grandma's house, she had candy all over. Now that I think back, it must have been 90s in lingerie. Is what it looked like. All lacy
Well,
shit. Had a big bunch of candy jars everywhere.
because it's been a while since you looked at modern lingerie because it's a lot more revealing.
Oh, yeah. Maybe you're
Then
right.
then your baby doll nighty. Okay, they've upgraded some. They got lingerie that looks like cheerleader uniforms, schoolgirl uniforms, cop uniforms, nurses. Fucking
Yeah, but see, again, that's another thing. It kind of, when it's, I don't know.
that's
I'll be
for
back in
kinky
1 second.
people
I
in
got to
role
grab
play.
a beer because,
Do
hold on.
it. Do it. Oh, go on. Go on. See?
All right. You in there?
Yeah, I'm here. But yes, they have upgraded the lingerie game.
Yeah, because I was just now realizing when I got up, that was actually my great grandmother's house. Come to
Ooh,
think
so
of
I'm
it.
so you don't think moo-moos are sexy?
No, it wasn't shit. I'm just talking about like doily, lacy. What do you call them things people put on their tables in their parlors, like old women, like my great grandmother would have done, who was born in
A
1900.
doily, a doily, a doily.
Yeah.
Yes, doilies. I actually use doilies. I guess I'm the old lady. Not in the bedroom, but like on my end
Okay, yeah, I was gonna
tables.
say I don't know. It depends on what you're using them for, I guess.
No, on my end tables. On my end tables. They're just there to like save your table. I'm dying. I was eating chicken and it went the wrong way. Oh my god, that's awful.
Shit.
Sorry, stream.
At least it didn't have a bone
Oh,
in it. I ain't nobody watch this shit.
yeah. I watch when I want to talk shit.
Now I was gonna say it was weird the other day. Somebody commented I didn't recognize their name. I was like, I don't even know what to fucking say to somebody I don't. And it's like the only people that comes in my stream are PlayStation friends.
Like I'm part of like I go to visit other people's streams and stuff, and not all of them are gaming related. So there's a couple of them that do like coin collecting and like raffle off coins.
Yeah.
And coins are kind of cool. I'm not a collector or nothing, but I'm like, oh, I'm just wondering how much this quarter is going to go for. More out of curiosity and, learning things. And they'll visit my streams from time to time, and they're like, oh, you're a gamer? I play video games, yes. I am not a gamer girl. I am a game enthusiast that happens to have female genitalia.
All you need is a cleavage cam and you're set. That's what they do, Jilly.
I know. I seriously thought
Or
about
what
it.
do they call it a face cam, but really they put it square. If you look at center frame, it's their tits.
Yeah, it's tits and like it's from like their like chin down.
Yeah.
And they're like, oh, it fell. Oh my god, well thank you for the donation, guys. Oh my god, you're too sweet. Thanks. I can't. Oh my god. That'd be terrible.
Oh,
Talking
hell.
and teasing like 45-year-old men living in their mom's basements, jerking off the Cheeto dust. I can't. I can't. No, that would gross me out. Like, who are looking at me? They're raping me with their eyes. I think I even see them.
I don't know.
Couldn't
If
do
I
it.
could be living in my mom's or grandma's basement right now, jerking off with Cheetos, I wouldn't be hitting on girls on the internet, I'll tell you that. I'd be living
Throwing
a
all your
damn
money.
dream.
Oh, man. I joke around with my dad, you know? I'm like, Dad, can I come home? He goes, no. Please, can I come home? My family's picking on me. I want to come home. Yeah. I promise I'll do my chores. I
I
promise,
sometimes
promise.
think about my kids about asking to move in with them just to fuck with them.
That'd be funny. They probably would, though. You know, like, sure, Dad. You know, want to live rent free one trip?
I don't feel
Just give
like
me
I
a room.
do enough for how much I pay a month to live where I'm at. Does that make any sense?
Yeah,
Like, I
yeah.
spend way too much money to live here, and I'm not even here. And when I am, like,
You're
I'm either
not taking
watching
advantage
TV
of the
going to bed
amenities.
or playing a video game going to bed. You know what I'm saying?
Well, shoot, just live in a camper somewhere in the woods.
Ah, that would be cool.
No
Like way
rent.
up high on a mountain, and I'd get fantastic internet service because I use cellular.
There you go. See, just look like a nomad.
Get right straight in line with the towers.
Have you like saw those things on tiny homes?
That's really all I need. It's
If
like
I
a
did, if I didn't have
maybe a little bit
children, I
bigger.
would.
I'm a little tall, but for
If
some of them.
I didn't have, if I wasn't raising children, I would live that lifestyle because if it was just me, I don't need much. Like I really don't.
Yeah.
Yep. Shoot, I told I told my dad once he buys this property, I'm like, I'm moving a tiny home onto it, just so I escape my family. And then when you get old, I'll take care of you, and I'll live right next door. I won't even live in the house.
I swear to you right now, I got 2 bedrooms. One of them I haven't been in. And longer than I'd
Well,
care to say. There's no telling what's going on in that room.
it's possessed. That's
There
where all
could
the
be
ghosts
people
live.
living in there, and I don't even fucking know it.
Well, you better find out though. We could charge him some rent. Goddamn. So, yeah. Dog, sit down. Yes. The girls came home. Okay, you have to. My girls, when they come home from the bus, right? They just like drop their coat and their backpack as they're like walking into the door, just like blop. Goddamn. And the dog gets a little batshit crazy because he wants to sniff everything. Like where were they?
I
You're
smell
dumb. You
stuff
don't even
and
know what school
things.
is. Right. You don't even know what school is, dude. You're dumb. No, you're not dumb. You're just inexperienced. Right. But 2 kids home, 1 more to go. But yeah, if I lived by myself, I would live in one of those little tiny homes and like pull it by a truck and travel.
Nah, I still got to go to work. I'm too young to retire.
I would, that's when I would become one of those titty streamers. So I can just work from home. Just hang out in my bra and panties all day. Don't have to get dressed.
Well, I'm just going to tell you, I eat and drink all I want every day, and I just can't grow no tits. I don't think it's in my DNA. I'm not one of them dudes.
Well, it's a good thing for you, I guess. Or maybe bad. Depends. Do you want boobs?
No, but I mean, I can just put the camera on them.
Yeah, just like a catfish.
Yeah, just catfish motherfuckers.
Well, when you grow boobs, let me know, and then I'll voice it, and then you guys like split it in half with me.
I think it's over for me.
Yep.
There's a few things after you get so old. If you ain't lost your hair by the time you're 40, you're probably gonna keep it.
Yep.
And I haven't lost any of mine yet. And I haven't grown tits, so I'm probably good there.
Stop it! You're making my dick move.
It's just not in the books for me, Julie.
Hey, but you
Or
get to keep your
cards,
hair.
whatever they say in the cards. It's not in
Yeah,
the
yeah.
cards for me.
Yeah. Wave your hair back and forth. Wave your hair back and forth. You're one of those like Pantene Pro V models. Maybe she's born with it. Maybe it's Maybelline. Just kidding. Waiting on the boy, kid.
Oh, yeah, but anyways, back to the chainsaw. Yeah, I don't think they could. If they redid it, they would edit out some of all the language in it. I don't mean bad words. I'm talking about the way they say things, you know?
That would make it less fun.
Yeah, I can't remember anything. Well, the point being is,
Because the
it's like
dialogue was kind of lewd.
Ghostbusters. If you're going to remake Ghostbusters, you don't
Make it with
remake
dudes.
it for fucking 5-year-olds, because 5-year-olds in the 80s weren't 5-year-olds in the
And today.
2010s. Or 10, yeah.
Yeah. 5-year-olds back in the 80s were allowed to ride around the neighborhood on their bikes and shit.
Yeah.
In the 20-teens and the 2020s, you get like CPS called if you're not outside with your kids.
I know. Yeah.
So it's like, damn, don't punish the parents. Punish like the bad people that take the kids. I mean, if someone took my kids, they would like pay me to take them back. Don't take them back. I can't. And they're right, Soph.
You know, I had guns when I was like 8. I had drank alcohol.
I mean, I drank alcohol, but my parents didn't know. Actually, one time, I think I was 7 or 8 years old, and my mom had a bunko party. Do you know what a bunko party is? It's like
Not by that
it's where
term, anyway.
it's like it's kind of like Yahtzee, I guess.
Oh, yeah.
And there's like prizes and stuff, and a bunch of women get together, and they play, and you win the prizes, right? Well, a lot of times there's alcohol involved, and cursing and whatnot.
Yeah.
Well, my mom made a shit ton of Jello shots. And as a kid, my mom kept a drawer of like pudding snacks and Jello snacks in the fridge for us kids, and we can just go in there whenever we want and go grab one. Well, I ran out of Jello, so I ate mom's Jello, and I must have ate like 15 of them little bitches because I was hungry. It was in the middle of the night. And then the next morning, I go to my mom, like, Mom, I got a terrible headache. I don't feel good. Blah 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 blah. And did you eat these? Well, yeah, they're so little. And so my mom had to call me after school because I had a hangover. And my parents were separated at the time. And my mom had to call my dad and be like, "Hey, don't pick up Julie from school today. She's staying at home with me." He was like, "Well," "what happened?" And she tried to get me in trouble, Well, your daughter ate all my Jello shots, and he was like, "Why were you having fruity Jello-y thingies that kids are gonna want to eat in the fridge to begin with?" Oh yeah, my dad got pissed, but I didn't get in trouble.
Well, say it's
Well, yeah.
another thing. You talking about that shit. Nowadays, fucking everybody be arrested, wouldn't they?
Yep. I was worried because I bought a bottle of sake, and the bottle I bought it because I don't.
Worry about the kids. I think you'd be all right.
Well, I bought a bottle of sake. Okay, and I bought it because it was in a Hello Kitty bottle. I thought the bottle was pretty.
Okay, never mind. All right.
Right. So I set it up on my fireplace mantle, because it's a pretty pink bottle with Hello Kitty on it, and it has alcohol. I'm like, cool, I can save this for a rainy day. And I got sake. It's cool, right? The next morning, it was on the kitchen counter, empty. I asked Josh about it. I'm like, "Did you drink this?" He goes, "No." what is it? I'm like, it was sake, but now it's empty. He goes, oh, did the kids feel like, were the kids like fucked up this morning? I'm like, I don't know. They're always groggy when I get them on the bus. They wake up on the bus, so I don't gotta deal with their cranky asses. I wake them up, throw clothes on them, and push them out the door. They can wake up on the bus. So I don't know. I don't know if anyone drunk it, or if they just poured it down the sink, or what. But I don't have any sake. I don't know what happened.
Well, sake's like Budweiser. Only children or retards are going to drink it. Excuse me, I shouldn't have said that last part.
No, you're fine.
I mean, if you're an alcoholic, you're not going to be drinking sake. Well, that don't make... I mean, let me put it to you this way. I love to
Sake
drink,
tastes gross.
but if I didn't have anything to drink and hadn't had a beer or anything else in a month, and you said, here's some Budweiser or here's some sake, I'd be like, nah, I think I'll just stay on the wagon. You know what I mean? Like, I'm not going.
Like, I'm cool. I'm cool on that.
But
Well,
you know, as
that's
much
why-
as I drink, I never have a headache. But
That's
sake
because you're well seasoned.
and Budweiser, it's a headache. I could drink 2 of them, my fucking head will be pounding.
Oh, that sucks.
I don't know what they put in them, like fucking children's screens or something.
When I drink, I always start to get a headache if I start to sober up before I go to sleep.
Oh yeah, that's you got to maintain it.
Yeah, and then you gotta be drunk when you fall asleep. Otherwise, if you sober up before you fall asleep, your head's gonna hurt.
Yeah, then yeah, that happened to me yesterday because I didn't have enough booze. Or I tried to stay up past my booze. Because you're right, after you start, you can't stop.
Yeah.
Well, I
And
mean, I can drink a beer.
I don't and I get the spinnies easily because I have really low tolerance because I don't drink. So if I try to keep up with somebody who does drink, you know what I mean, on a regular basis, like, and they're fine. Within like 2 or 3 shots or whatever, I'm slurring, and I'm trying not to. I'm like, oh shit. And then like 10 to 12 shots in, I got the spinnies, and that's the worst, is having the fucking spinnies. Where no matter where, like, you close your eyes, you sit up, you lay down, the room is spinning. And you're just like, bleh, bleh. It's worse than a carnival ride. Like, oh, Lord. this is happening, but it's awful. Awful.
Dude, save yourself. He's right fucking there. Yeah, man.
That's what I'm a smoker. I'm a joker. I'm a midnight toker. Get my loving on the run. Yeah. But I've never had it like a weed hangover. Ever. Like, I don't get weed hangovers. Nope. I never smoked so much I got the spinnies. I've smoked myself sober. I've done that. That's a little fucked up. That sucks.
Yeah, the only thing I'll say about the weed, some of it, because obviously I smoke it when I've been drinking.
Yep.
Well, y'all suffer from the same shit, you and Jay, because y'all don't really drink. Y'all motherfuckers sleep like 18 hours out of a 24-hour period, can't you?
Oh, I can, yeah. I mean, even if I'm not smoking pot, I'm like that. I like to hibernate. Like, especially if it's cold out. Oh yeah, just keep me underneath the blanket. I don't want a world. I don't want a people. I just want to stay here in my blanket burrito, be cozy, and leave me the fuck alone. I might not even be asleep. I just might be laying there with my eyes closed, and I dig it. It's nice.
It don't make me go to sleep when I smoke it, but after I'm asleep. Is that you see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Or like after I'm asleep, then I don't. It's like taking NyQuil. I don't know if you ever took that shit.
Yeah. Have you ever robo-tripped? So you take too much Robitussin?
Nah.
I did that once when I was a kid. My bad. I didn't even do it on purpose. It was an accident. I was maybe like 12, 13 years old. My mom gave me a bottle of Robitussin. She was like, take this, you know, as directed. I didn't. Thinking, well, the more I drink, the better like, the quicker I'll feel better. Yeah, I slept for like 2 days after that, like straight. Like, come on, Siege. You got on yellow today. Yeah, you know what? Yellow is average, and average is okay. He's just excited. I'll put him outside, Siege. Come on, Bowser. Siege, close the front door. Come on. You want to be an asshole, you can be an asshole outside. There you go. Bowser's like, I don't want to go outside, so I threw a treat at the door. Go get it. Yes, give me your mask. Yeah, uh-oh, I broke it. Well, you know what? We'll put it in your pocket and we'll pretend that they did it, okay? That way they give you another one. My ass hat like that. In these mask things that be fortunate that you're not raising like school-age children.
I got nose.
In this
I got nose face.
pandemic.
Why is that?
Because the kids have to wear masks to school and shit. And kids lose everything. So you're constantly buying the things. And I got tired of buying
I got
them.
no problem with kids wearing masks to school, but y'all take care of giving them the masks, you know?
Something. But they don't give them the masks. Parents
You know why
have
they
to
don't?
supply them, and then they lose them.
No, let me
none of
tell
their
you something,
budget.
Jilly. And you're not going to believe me. You're not going to believe me on this one. But hear me out.
I'm listening.
You know, like say, when I had their mother around, right? She'd be like, well, they got to have this, that. And I'm not talking about clothes. I'm talking about school supplies, right?
Right.
And I was like, whatever, I don't give a shit. I'm not going to Walmart and getting them. And I'm not going with you to get them. You know what I mean? I'm not doing that shit. And, well, like I say, after they with me, my one son, he just thought it was hilarious as shit. You know what I mean?
Right.
My youngest got a little bit embarrassed, I think, because he wants to think he's fucking highfalutin or some shit. Put on ours. Yeah, so they come home, both of them. And I'm talking about, I'm supposed to buy $600 worth of bullshit, right? And I told him, I said, well, I'll tell you what I'm going to do. I'm not going to buy none of it. Let's see what happens. And, you know, oldest son's immediately got a smile on his face. Yeah, let's see what happens. Youngest kid's like, oh, God, this is terrible. And I told him, I said, here's the deal. I said, I'm not buying any of that shit. I said, I'll buy you a pack of pencils, a pack of ink pens, and some paper.
Right.
I ain't buying fucking 14 tackle boxes and 45 boxes of tissues. And, you know, because they want you to buy shit for everybody else, right?
Right. The last shopping list I got, they wanted me to, like, have, they want me to bring in paper plates, paper towels, fucking dish soap. I called the teacher. I'm like, if I'm supplying paper plates, why the fuck am I giving you Dawn dish soap? And you asked for Dawn specifically. Why?
Yep.
Oh, you know, for our crafts and for cleanup.
Well, most people will buy into it. They can guilt, because a woman's going to be like, well, I'm not being a good mother if I don't buy this shit. And me, I go, I'm not fucking stupid.
I'll buy the actual school supplies, like the stuff that they're going to use. They're going to use their folders. They're going to use their crayons. You know, and yeah, I'll buy them a crayon box to keep all their shit in. Fine. but paper plates and paper. And why am I buying the teachers' markers? Well, we need dry erase markers. I'm like, are my kids touching those? Well, no, those are for the teachers to write on the board.
Well,
I'm
that's why I
like,
pay taxes.
right, that's that's her job, not mine.
And
My
yeah,
kids
I
aren't
do pay
touching it.
taxes. I'm not getting it back from this state, the state my kids go to school, and I don't get a refund for them, and I pay them like fucking $1,500 a year or more. Take it out of that.
Something.
You got
Something.
14 cops in the school, and there ain't but 200 kids that goes in it. I think, and there's never been, you know what I mean? Take it out of their budget. Tell these cops to buy something. You know what I mean?
Right, that and freaking so because of the pandemic, right? The kids got issued tablets.
I wish somebody had this pandemic up their fucking asshole.
Right.
Hard.
Well, I
wish everybody
kids,
who loves it like they do had asshole cancer. Go on, sorry.
they issued the kids tablets. Right?
Exactly.
And they wanted us parents to sign a waiver to where if it became damaged or broken or lost, we would replace it, and it's $500.
Yeah.
And I'm like, don't give my kid one. Don't give him one. I don't want it. Don't give it to him. I'm not signing that shit.
I didn't sign it either. You know what? They gave him one.
Yep, they gave my kid one too. You know what I mean? And
Which
it was
mine
lost
didn't
for a
get
while.
them until they were in high school.
Yeah.
So it was a little bit different. Mine didn't get them until they were in high school, and I said, well, they're responsible enough. I said, they're 15 fucking years old.
Right.
They
Well,
can
my son
sign
is
for it.
5. Why is my 5-year-old son coming home with a $500 tablet?
Well, I don't know. I think they need to learn how to use a pencil first before it becomes a deadly weapon. You know, they're not even allowed to write anymore.
It's a shame. I'm like, why is this a thing? I'm like, I don't want to be responsible for that. No, my kids break shit. Kids break shit. And I ain't got $500 to spit out, especially if all 3 of them broke their tablets at the same time or some shit around or in the same month, which shit like that has happened, not with tablets but with other things. That's $1,500. Whose ass is that coming out of? Not mine.
Not this ass.
No. I got a big ass, but I ain't big enough for that. Nope, I can't put $1,500 in there. Nope. Got me fucked up. Oh man. Oh, I just got wild up thinking about the school system. God damn it.
Well, obviously they need to go back to the old way. What?
Kids are not even being taught cursive anymore.
Well, my point being is, the kids are just getting dumber. I mean, think of all the dumb ideas they keep coming up with. You know what I mean? So what this new age way of teaching is making them. It's making them more creative and more open-minded. But some people don't need that. Does that make any sense?
No.
Because they're
They
already
need
fucking
math.
stupid. Yeah, they need to understand basic math and shit.
Math, know how to read. You know. Now I think kids should have like computer class because of how technology is.
Oh,
yeah.
yeah.
Teach your kid how to use a mouse, how to
Well, actually,
do
not
basic
anymore.
things.
Not anymore. You know why? Because all that
Because
shit's with
it's
the
all-
tablet.
Tablet. Yeah. Okay. Then keep the tablets at the school. So going to the computer lab, go to the tablet room, and it'll save
No,
money.
I mean there should be like a software engineering or something like that. Like what they used to call it keyboarding back when I was in school.
Yep,
Or
we called it
computer
typing.
lab.
Yep.
Yeah.
I played Oregon Trail,
Yeah.
and it was educational. Now I like how schools and stuff and teachers try to teach kids, in a game format, make it fun to keep kids engaged. I get it, because I
Well, that's
still like to
smart
learn
of 'em.
things.
Fucking idiots. It only took them, 40 fucking years to figure out kids learn by games? You know what I mean?
Right. And
How
and
ignorant
sing
are
songs
these
and shit.
motherfuckers? Oh,
Right.
shit.
And then I still to this day, I'm 33 years old and I still like to learn things. I'll watch something on YouTube just because it sounds interesting and I want to learn more about it. Make it fun.
Yeah.
That, and I also think they need to put wood shop back in schools, automotive back in schools, music back in schools.
Yeah, I'm glad I'll
Because-
be dead when the world's got to deal with this apocalypse of actual culture. You know, not this
It's beef culture.
where they put everybody, they label everybody. Everybody's labeled now. Nobody's their own person. They're black, they're gay, they're tranny, they're this. You know what I'm talking about?
Yeah,
They're
they gotta fit
autistic,
into some
they're
kind of box.
retarded, they're...
There's a
Who'd
label
I
on
leave out?
everybody.
Yeah, everybody's labeled now, like a piece of trash, you know?
I was talking to one of my girlfriends about that because her daughter's 10, and because of all the tranny talk or whatever, she came home from school and she goes, "Mom, I got something to tell you." And she goes, "What?" She goes, "I'm non-binary." She goes, "No, you're not." She's like, but I like boy things and this and that. She goes, "That's okay.
Yeah,
you don't
that's
have
okay.
to be that. That's okay. It doesn't mean
You don't
you're
need to put a
thing."
label on it, yeah.
Right. And back in the day, that's what a tomboy was. I was considered a tomboy.
Yeah,
I
there's
played
nothing
out,
wrong with that.
and there is nothing
But
wrong
I'll
with
tell you
that.
what is wrong with it, and hear me on this one. When you try to make excuses for why you're a sorry sack of shit because you put a label on your fucking forehead. You see what I'm saying?
Okay.
Oh, did I
right,
lose you
so
on
stop.
that one? You didn't understand that?
No. CJ interrupted me. All right, move, kid. It won't. There's an art to cooking a corn dog. Okay. I won't make it look disgusting. Well, you could be pissed off, son.
I asked him, you want it to taste good or look good? You got two choices.
Wait, you want it to taste good or look good? You want it to taste good? Okay.
All right, then. Shut the fuck up, and I'll do my job. You do yours. Leave it.
There.
Kids.
Voila. Look, there. It looks good and it's going to taste good.
Goddamn, he's a
Mama's
lucky
cooking it.
boy. A
Yep.
lucky boy.
Right? Well, Mama's cooking it, so of course it's going to look good and it's going to taste good. Mama made it. Because I'm
That's
cool like that.
cultural appropriation. Or
I don't give a fuck.
Food. That's mama appropriating or something.
Something. I'm offended. Wow. Hear me roar. Where's your manager?
God, I'll tell you another thing. My kid's mother, she couldn't cook a Mr. Peace pizza without fucking it up. You know what them are?
Oh, yeah. Poor thing.
Yeah.
How does she survive? How does she eat?
Well,
I
at
learned
least
to
the
cook
time
for
I
cooking
know
for
her
myself.
off of me. And then when I wasn't with her parents, it was her parents, me, parents, then the next dumb fool. And he was old and ugly.
Did it for the money.
So
Shit.
he got a pretty good piece of ass. I can understand why he put up with it.
Right? Damn. Maybe that's where I'm going wrong, Doc. Maybe I need to find like some 80-year-old that's ready to kill over and take his estate. Maybe that's what I gotta do. If I can play this system.
Oh,
Actually, me and one of my girlfriends were talking about, the feminist movement, right? And we both agreed because, okay, she's a housewife. All right, and she enjoys it. She enjoys being a housewife and raising her
oh,
kids.
these
and stuff.
goddamn feminists fucking everything up. I bet that's what she said, right?
Right. She goes, I wish they would just shut the fuck up because some of us don't want to work and some of us got it fucking good.
Nah, it ain't helping. I mean, I'm going to tell you right now, if I was a woman, I'd be going to feminist rallies and shit, infiltrating them. These third wave jobs. My son actually told me about these third waivers, right? Because I was like, what the hell's going on anymore? I thought this problem was fixed. He's like, nah, Dad, there's this whole new bunch. They think they want to work and shit. Nah, he didn't say that part. That was me.
Oh, but okay, legally, in the legal system and laws and shit, if a man and a woman are both qualified for their job, say that they both get hired for the same job, doing the same shit, same amount of experience, what have you, right? Resumes are identical. They're going to be paid at the same pay rate.
Yeah, I know that.
Now the only reason why she may be paid less is because it's per year is because she got knocked up and wanted to have a baby, and she had to take time off. That's not the employer's fault. That's not the man's fault. Bitch, that's your fault. You wanted to do that, and if you didn't want to, then you're even more dumb. because that happened to you.
And by the way, that's why math is so important, because you know how many things are manipulated by math, just like what you're talking about.
Statistics, yes.
So many things are manipulated with mathematics. That's why it's so important to learn it. So when, you know, like I think about the way businesses are run. You know, I used to look at, you know, you run a business like this. You save up money, save up money, save up money. You go into business and you slowly build it. You don't borrow against it. If you do, you borrow slowly. But now that I've learned how corporations and shit, you know, fuck with numbers and, you know, it's math is the most important thing you can learn. And I know most people go, when do I use math? I know how to count. Nah, but when you know how to manipulate numbers, you can steal so much money from so many people.
Oh yeah, well that's
because
that's
you create forecasts and profit margins and so on, so on, so on, so on.
APRs and
yeah. Yeah, what's that? Accounts payable and receiving and all that, whatever.
Yeah.
Accounts receivable.
You learn the numbers and stuff.
Future money, yeah, and you know, like the mortgage thing, the mortgage bubble, how they done that shit. You know, it's all a game. That's why they need to teach people with games.
And okay, in high school, I think your senior year, junior year, you need to have a life class where you learn how to fill out a check, know what a mortgage is, talk about APR. What is a mortgage? You know what I mean? Is life insurance worth paying into? What is a 401k? What are these things? Because kids go out into the world and introduced to this shit, and they just listen to their bosses. Oh, this is what this is, and just take their word for it.
Yeah, when they don't even know what the fuck they're talking about.
Right. Why isn't that being taught in schools? That needs to be taught in schools. How to fill out a job application.
Because the average
how to make
student,
a resume.
I'll tell you why it's not being taught in school. Because the average student is not, even though they might go to a college and all that shit, I don't know how to explain it. It's hard to explain. But I'm not talking about, I mean the average student, like say you got a class, graduating class of 500, right?
Okay.
All of them can't be financial wizards. You dig it?
No, but I'm talking about like bare minimum basics. If you're being taught trigonometry, you can learn how to fill out a check and how to do your taxes.
Oh yeah.
You know what I mean? That's just basic life skills. And yeah, you use your basic math for that. You know, multiplication, division, whatever. You know what I mean? You're not, you know what I'm saying? It's teach them what these things are. Because when I got out into the real world, I had no idea. I remember being 20 years old and asking I'm like, Daddy, how do I write a check? He was like, you don't know how to write a check? I'm like, no, I don't know how to write a check. Can you show me how to write a check?
God, you're pretty much the same age as I am. It's pretty close, right?
I'm like 5 years younger than you, I think.
Well, that'd probably be about right then. Because I was gonna say I wrote checks for a long time. That's how I paid my bills. The electric bill came, I'd write a check, put it in the envelope, and send it to them.
Well, I always
Actually, I still pay a lot of bills that way.
a lot of times I paid by phone, you know, but I wanted to write a check for like a gift or something. It wasn't something that it was for not for a bill. It was for something else. Because when it came to my bills and stuff, I paid the only way I knew how to. And then I started writing more checks after my kids started going to school, because that's how I paid for their school lunches and their tuition and shit. I wasn't going to hand those people cash. You know? And then by then I learned how to write a check. So here's a check.
Which I actually, I learned about checks like when I was like 5. And I'll tell you why. Because my mother, she was pretty well off. And the reason why is because she didn't blow it. But I'll never forget, there was this one store she went into all the time, and right beside it they had go-karts for sale, right?
Okay.
And they had one for like $400. And she's like, "You want anything while I'm in the store?" And I kept my mouth shut most of the time, but I'd be like, she'd ask every time, I'd be like, "Yeah, I want that go-kart out front." And she'd be like, "Nah, that's a little too much." Because it's $400, you know, and this was
That's a lot of money.
1989, 88. And
Yeah.
It was about Christmas time. And she said something. She goes, "Well, me and my aunt, her sister, and her mother, they're like, we was all going to get you something. You want us to get you something, you know, or go in all together."
Right.
And
Okay,
I
that's
said,
a good idea.
yeah, I want that go-kart out there. The same thing I've been talking about for 2 fucking years. I want that fucking go-kart. I was like, "Don't buy me nothing for 5 years if you feel like you need to give me something." And she's like, "Well, that's just a little bit too much, you know."
Yeah.
And I said, "Well,
Especially
write
being
a
a little
check."
kid.
And that's when she's like, "Well, yeah, I mean," she goes, "You still got to have the money to write the fucking check." Like I say, I was like 6 years old. I was like, "What are you talking about?" She's like, "I got to have the money in my bank to write the fucking check." She didn't say fucking. She's never said that word, but you know what I mean.
Right.
To
My
write
son
the
has
check.
the same concept. He wanted McDonald's, right? Yeah, I was like, "Well, mommy doesn't have money for McDonald's right now. She gotta wait till she gets paid." And he was like, "Well, order it off your phone. Your phone's got money on it, right?" I'm like, "That's not how that works, son." And I had to explain to him. Like, I have to have money in the bank for me to use my phone to order the things. I ain't got the money in the bank to do so. It won't let me do it. And he was like, "Well, go make money, mommy." I'm like, "Well, you go get a job. You want McDonald's?" But yeah, same thing though. I had to ask my dad. I'm like, "Daddy, how do I fill out the check?" And he was like, "I can't believe you never learned this." I'm like, "No one ever taught me. I didn't know, you know. I had no idea how to fill out a check and shit. I knew how to balance my bank account. You know, every time I used my ATM card or my debit card or whatever, you know, I would keep track of it. You know, so I know how much money that I had. But I didn't know how to fill out a fucking check. And that was embarrassing. I'm like, "Daddy, can you help me? I don't know how to do this." You know, I felt like a retard. And there I was, 20 years old.
Well, it's funny, that 5-year difference. They taught us how to write checks when we were in school.
They did not up here in
And,
Indiana.
you
They
know, mail letters, you know, shit that nobody does anymore.
Yeah, I learned about like writing letters and how to fill out an envelope in like 3rd grade because we did this program where we had like a pen pal, you know, in like 5th grade or something like that. Yeah, so we learned how to do
I
that.
did it in 1st grade. Started doing it in the 1st grade. Oh, shit.
And also around then, in 6th and 7th grade, in 6th grade when 9/11 happened, at least for me anyway, I was in 6th grade. And in 7th grade, one of our teachers, she would have us write letters to soldiers and stuff, you know, and draw pictures and stuff to keep their spirits up. I thought that was kind of cool that the teacher did that. But, yeah.
It is cool because there's probably people over there that ain't got nobody sending them nothing.
Right, so we got to do that, and I thought that was really cool. But, yeah, I didn't learn how to fill out a check till I was 20 years old. I didn't learn about a mortgage and how a mortgage worked until I went to go buy a house. You know? So, yeah. I'm like, holy shit. And what's the difference between, you know, how much money am I going to save between a 15-year mortgage and a 30-year mortgage? Do I want lower payments for a long time? Or do I want to pay more and pay my house off quicker and pay less in interest? You know what I mean? Like, how am I going to afford it? That kind of thing. I didn't learn that until I was damn near 30 years old. Because before then, like, I knew how to, like, get an apartment and, you know, how to... You gotta have first month's, last month's rent and all that shit. You know what I mean? But I also learned that as I was going. I wish they would tell you that, you know, in high school. You know, or even how to apply for student loans. You know what I mean? How to get the best deal. I paid off my student loans, like, shit, almost 10 years ago. Paid off my student loans. I went to dental school. Pulled out a loan. Sally Mae loan. It was awful. But they took my taxes. That's why I paid it off. They just took my taxes 1 year.
Oh,
well, fuck
yeah.
it. Now I'm
Yeah.
done. I'm like, well, at least now it's paid. Fuck it. They can keep it. I'm done with it.
Yeah, I knew a couple. They were a wreck. Still are a wreck. Pretty
For the
toxic.
student loans?
Well, no, they would just get loans to go to school and then fucking just take the money and quit going to school.
Well, that's how you...
And then they take their
That's how-
tax return because they had kids and they were just, you know.
Yeah. Living by the seat of their pants.
Yeah.
Living beyond their means.
No, I mean, this is what was sad about it. They made they'd make right at the limit to get that kind of shit and then take that shit. So I don't know, they probably was knocking down, counting a tax return and student loans. One of them probably knocking down 60 grand a year and then lying and fucking getting food stamps. I mean, just crooked shit. That one dude's gonna go to jail. The dude I'm talking about. If it ever catches up with him after COVID and all that shit, that motherfucker is going. If he don't go to jail for it, he's going to owe so much money he'll never have his head above water. But then again, he's one of those people that has never. He's a swimmer. He don't want to. You know what I'm talking about?
Yep. Yep.
Wants to be struggling every day of his life.
I don't. Damn. I hate owing anything. I put pride.
You know, one of them guys, like, say me and you, we go, all right, we got $50 to spend on food for the rest of the week. What are we going to buy? You know, he's the kind of guy to be like, well, I don't even like ribeye, but they're $25 a pound. Let's get about 2 ribeyes, and we got 4 kids. And then we'll just bum off everybody for the next 6 days because we got children. You know what I mean?
Oh, yeah. That's grimy. Oh, it's grimy. Damn. Are those the kind of people that will buy, like, them... Okay, I see this at the grocery store. Where a couple will come in, right? And you can tell the man works at the mill. Okay? And mill workers make $20+ an hour, whatever. They make good money. Get good benefits. This, that, and the other thing. But they don't get married, which is fine. I understand. But they'll still collect food stamps because she's listed as a single mother and won't say that he's living in the house. He'll have, like, his license and shit, whatever, over at his mom's place, right? So she can still collect on the benefits, right? When they could afford the groceries, but the groceries that they're buying are like steaks, lobsters, and fucking like a box of Cheerios for their 3-year-old. I'm like,
oh yeah, they're always eating. That's the funny thing. You can always tell when you go to somebody's house what kind of people they are, because if they got kids and they're like, yeah, you want a fucking steak and shit, and it's like, no, I don't, but I should eat it because I paid for it. You know what I mean?
Right. Like, I get kids, and there's times where, like, mortgage week, the week that the mortgages due, that's a tight week for us. So, yeah, one night we'll have raviolis for dinner just because it's 79 cents a can. You know what I mean? Just to get through, whatever. And I don't collect on nothing. I'm proud. You know what I mean? I'm too proud for that shit. And then, 2, I don't want to deal with the paperwork and having someone else open my business wanting to know how much I make, where's my pay stubs, this, that, the other thing.
Nah, I'd rather just work a couple hours extra every day or something.
Yeah, same. Me now, technically, I'm divorced. I got 3 kids. I can collect on so much shit. So much shit. Because they don't know I work for cash.
Well, by the way, I'll just tell you this, fucking do it. You might as well do it.
But it'll be on my conscience though, Doc.
Well, all right. Well, then I guess I understand that. But I mean, I've got to the point where I'm like, I shouldn't even feel bothered by it. You know, because
what I will let them do.
You know, I haven't never
Because
drawn
of-
food
because of
stamps
it.
myself. Actually, I take that back. I drawed them 1 month when my kids first come back to live with me. 1 month, and they gave me